Imagine the life where you have complete control over your time and your finances. A life where you can take your family to Hajj, take those vacations you've always dreamed of, and use your money to bring you closer to Allah. What if I told you that you were not that far away from living this life? Trust me, I've been in your shoes. I remember working at Walmart and McDonald's just trying to find a way out. And even after reading dozens of books about making money and watching all these videos from these gurus, nothing worked until I learned these key principles that Allah taught me. And now in the last year, I finally cracked the code and I learned the formula to success that changed my life completely. And I'm here now to pass it on to you. These principles and methods I'm gonna teach you in this video are 100% halal and do not involve using riba or taking out loans. And after you learn these principles, at the end of the video, I'm gonna show you the fastest way to $100,000. Let's begin with principle 1. Work smart, then hard. If I told you that within 100 acres of land, there is one spot in that land where a bunch of gold is buried, and I gave you $100 and I said, go find the gold, what would you do? Most of you would take the $100 and go buy the best shovel or the best extractor that you can find and then start digging. And sure, eventually, over time, if you get to live long enough, you'll find the gold. That is working hard because you kept digging and digging and digging and you didn't stop, and eventually you might find the gold if you don't die by that point. The smart person will take that $100, go buy a $90 metal detector, find where the gold is first, and then buy a $10 shovel and start digging. That's what the smart person would do. You need to work smart first, then hard. Don't work hard and then smart. Smart has to come first because time is not on your side. Time is passing by every moment. So yes, if you took the $100 and bought a shovel, eventually maybe you'll find the gold. Maybe. Some of you might quit. Even if I guaranteed you that there's gold somewhere in there, some of you might quit because you keep digging and digging and you can't find nothing. So you just quit, you give up, even though the gold is there. That's why you have to work smart first and then work hard. So first you have to find where the gold is, find where the money is, and then start working hard. Start digging, start digging, start digging. That's how you need to start thinking, and that's how you need to start moving forward from now on. And don't worry, the next couple of principles will show you how to find the gold. But before we get to that, you first need to break down how much money do you want to make. So think of your dream life. How much does it cost? The cars you want, how you want to fly, where you want to live, everything. You need to break down how much that's going to cost per month. So let's say you did all that and it came out to $100,000 a month. So you need to make $100,000 a month to live the life that you want. You cannot go to a business where the cap is $50,000 a month, where the most anyone can make doing that business is 50 grand a month. Because it doesn't matter how hard you work, you're never going to be able to hit that 100,000. So this is why I'm telling you, work smart first and then work hard. And don't worry, in the next couple principles, I'll explain to you how to find that business. Principle 2, understand leverage. Archimedes said, give me a lever long enough and somewhere to stand, and I can move the earth. This is one of the best quotes about leverage, because if he found a stick long enough and strong enough and gave him somewhere to stand, he could easily move the earth. Just by doing this motion, he can move the earth completely. That's the power of leverage. Leverage is multiplying your efforts. That's what leverage is. You do the same amount of effort, but what you produce is multiplied. Leverage is a YouTuber posting one video that took him a week to make, and he makes $10,000 off that one video. That's leverage. He worked for 1 week, made $10,000, versus someone who works at Walmart and has to work 3 to 4 months to make that same $10,000. That's the power of leverage. The person that made the video worked smart, first of all, and second of all, he used leverage, the leverage of social media. The other person, he didn't work smart and he only worked hard. Yes, he did work hard at Walmart, and eventually he made the same $10,000 as that one YouTuber, but it took him 3 to 4 months. This YouTuber, it took him 1 week. And understand, your brain power is limited. Your energy is limited. Your efforts are limited. Allah says in the Quran in chapter 4, verse 28, and it is Allah's will to lighten your burdens, for humankind was created weak. You have a limited amount of willpower, you have a limited amount of energy, you have a limited amount of effort that you can give every single day. So with this limited amount of brain power, you need to get the most back as you can. So you need to find a business where I can put the least amount of brain effort into it and I get the most back. And that's with using leverage. And don't worry, the next 2 principles will show you the exact 2 keys you need to make sure that the business you're in is worth your brain power and your brain effort. Because say for example, if you invested all your effort into becoming the best worker at McDonald's, then what? You're the best worker at McDonald's and you're still poor. Versus if you invest all your brain power into a business that can work for you and make you tons of money, then you might become rich, inshallah. This leads me to principle number 3. You need to find a business that can compound. Warren Buffett says the 8th wonder of the world is compounding. Compounding is where you make profit in a business, and with that profit, you make more profit, and you make more profit, and more profit, you make more profit. That's the beauty of compounding. That's how it was when I was in the car business. I would buy a car, sell it, take that profit, buy another car. So now it's like I just got a car for free. And then that profit that I make from that car goes into another car, into a bigger car, into more cars. And you get more and more cars, more and more cars. And then all of a sudden your life completely changes. That's the power of compounding. You need to be in a business that can compound. If it doesn't compound, you should not be in it. And here is an example of a business that doesn't compound. Say for example, you want to start a car detailing shop. You buy a mobile van and you start washing cars. This cannot compound because your time is stuck to it. your time is limited to it unless you hire others, which becomes a whole nother headache. In the beginning, I recommend finding a business that you can do by yourself and it still compounds. So the car business, it compounds by itself. If I went to go wash cars, that can never compound, because say today I wash 5 cars and make $500. The next day I have to go wash another 5 cars to make that same money. And the next day I have to do the same thing and same thing and same thing. And so now you really just gave yourself a job, which leads me on to principle number 4. A business runs itself. Don't give yourself a job. If you want to become a barber and think that's a business, that's not a business. You just gave yourself a job. If you want to go wash cars, that's not a business. You gave yourself a job. If you open up a bakery or a restaurant and you have to be there from opening to close, that's not a business. You gave yourself a job. Because if you're not there, it's not making money. A business can make money on itself. And I'm going to go into more detail on that on principle number 8. But for right now, understand that you have to choose a business that compounds and you cannot give yourself a job. You have to somehow disconnect making money with your time. You have to disconnect them. You can't be thinking, how much am I going to make an hour? Stop thinking like that, because now you're linking your time to money. You need to find a way to disconnect it. And I'm going to explain how to do that in the next principles. Principle 5, choose an evergreen business model. An evergreen business model is something that you produce once and it will make you money forever. And this one principle is one of the reasons why I got out of the car business. In the car business, once you stop selling cars, that's it. You're not making any more money. So after I sell a car to a customer, that's it. I'm never going to make money from that person again or make money from that car again. So it's not evergreen. Evergreen is you make it once and it produces forever. It sells forever. So think about writing a book. You write a book once, you can sell that for the rest of your life. Or say, for example, you make a course. You make a course and that course, you make it one time and you sell it forever for the rest of your life. This YouTube video right now you're watching that I made is an evergreen asset, because I'm going to make it once, I'm going to produce it once, and it will work for me forever. As long as this video is up, this video can get views and make money. This is an evergreen asset. So that's what you want to look for. So try to find a business that's evergreen. You can make it one time and it'll work for you forever. That's the best type of business to be in. Principle 6, don't compete on price. This is another reason why I got out of the car game. I'm not bashing the car game. You can make a lot of money in the car game without any doubt. And I know people making a lot of money in there, but it's not something I want to do long term because of this one principle. Don't compete on price. If I'm selling a Honda Accord and there's 10 other dealerships selling the same Honda Accord, same mileage, same everything, all the cars run the same, they're all great, the customer is going to go to who's the cheapest. Because if I'm selling the car for $7,000 and someone down the street is selling it for $6,500, well then now I have to lower my price. All right, $6,250, and maybe he'll drop down to $6,000, and now we're just racing to the bottom. Who can go to the bottom first? So you don't want to compete on price, because there's always someone else out there that will do it for cheaper. If you haven't read the book Blue Ocean Strategy is a good book to read to understand, like, you want your own market. You want to be so different that no one can compete with you. Like, for example, this channel is self-improvement on Islam. I really don't see anyone else doing it the way that I'm doing it. I always see sheikhs and motivational speakers just giving khutbahs and screaming, and then I see the dawah people who just argue with the Christians, same arguments over and over again. So in that way, I'm separate from these people. I'm not doing what they're doing. I'm going a completely different way. So if I ever do write a book or if I ever make a course, I can stand out from everyone else. There's no one else doing it like me. And now this leads me on to principle 7. You have to understand what people want, because you need to first understand that we're not making money. I say making money, everyone says making money, but we're not really making it. The Federal Reserve makes money. We just take money. So when I was selling cars, I had a car that a customer wanted, they had money, so now we trade. So I took their money, they took the car. That's a trade, and that's what you're gonna have to do if you want to make money. You're gonna have to take other people's money. So now you have to think about what people want. And I already broke it down for you. There's 4 categories: health, wealth, beauty/status, entertainment. 4 main things that people spend their money on. Think about anything that you've ever bought. It probably fall into one of these categories: either health, wealth, beauty/status, and entertainment. Health, everyone wants to be healthy. Everyone eats whatever food. Everyone eats. So that's health. Wealth, everyone wants to get rich. People go to college, take out loans so they can figure out how to make money, which is absolutely crazy. Beauty/status, this is one of the biggest ones. Beauty doesn't mean just makeup for girls and dresses for girls. Beauty is also for men, like wearing nice clothes, smelling good, wearing a nice watch, having a nice car. That's beauty/status. They go hand in hand. And then 4th is entertainment. People love to be entertained and they'll pay for entertainment. Those are the 4 categories you need to try to get into. When I was selling cars, I was in the status game, because a lot of people buy a car for status. They want a nice car, because a car represents yourself. So they want a nice car. I had the nice car and they had the money. So we trade. So try to get into one of those 4 categories before you start any business. And make sure people actually want what you're trying to sell. Principle 8, systems make you wealthy. If you take anything from this video, remember this, write it down on a piece of paper, ingrain it into your brain. Systems make you wealthy. Elon Musk doesn't make any cars. He doesn't sell any cars. Elon Musk just built the system, and he owns the system that can make cars and sell cars. Steve Jobs didn't know how to code. He just knew how to make a system that makes great products and sells great products. He owns the system. He built the system. Jeff Bezos doesn't work at the Amazon warehouse. Jeff Bezos doesn't deliver packages. Jeff Bezos built the system. He created the system that allows for Amazon to run. And that's how he gets so rich, because he owns the system. He owns the business. So think in systems moving forward. Think about, okay, how can I make a system, a business, where other people are running it, but I just built a system. That's how you get wealthy. That's how you get truly, truly wealthy. That's what you need to do. All right, and just like I promised in the beginning of the video, I'm gonna show you the fastest way to get rich. Now listen, the fastest way isn't the best way. I have to give you this caveat because good things are gonna take time. Amazon with Jeff Bezos, they didn't make money for like the first 10 years or something crazy like that. Like they didn't make money for a long time because Jeff Bezos knew, okay, I'm in the long game. This is the long game. And now look at him. He's like the richest person in the world or second richest in the world at the time of making this video. So I can show you how to make $100,000 this year. I can. But understand that this business model is going to be capped out. It'll cap out like $300,000 to $400,000 a year. This business model I'm going to show you. And do not get me wrong. That's not bad at all. Some of y'all, that's like your dream. You want to make that much money. Okay, then fine. But some of you want to make 300 to 400 million a year. So for that, you're going to have to run a business that's going to take time. You're going to have to do things completely differently. But I understand some of y'all need money right now, cash right now. So I'm going to show you exactly what I did to get my money up quick. Step one, I got a high paying skill. I got my CDL class A. So me personally, I was driving semi trucks. It took me 1 month to get my CDL. And after that, I got a job right away. And I was making $1,500 to $3,000 per week. That is per week, ladies and gentlemen. $1,500 to $3,000 per week. And so now, of course, I'm guessing you don't want to be a truck driver for the rest of your life. I know I didn't. I just needed money quick because I had another business that I was going to do, which was the car business. And in the car business, you need money to start. So I got my CDL, did that job for about 6 months, had all that money saved up, and then boom, into the car business, I went full force. And that's how I really ran it up. And now, if you do this model that I just showed you, get a high paying skill and take that money and start buying things and selling things and reinvesting the profit. That's the key to this. You have to reinvest your profit. You can't start off with $3,000, sell a car, and now you had $6,000 and you spent $3,000 on a vacation. Well, you just defeat the point. You defeat the point of compounding. Your money has to compound, like I said earlier. So your money has to compound, keep on reinvesting the profits, and you'll see how quickly you can run it up. So step one, get a high paying job, high paying skill. Step two, get into a business that compounds. Start flipping things. It doesn't have to be cars. If you want to learn how to flip cars, I can teach you for sure. I have a whole playlist. I made videos. I made an entire playlist. I used to teach people how to flip cars. I still have that playlist. If you want it, I can send it to you. No problem. But there are also other things you can flip. Like for example, wholesale real estate. Wholesale real estate, you don't even need money to start wholesale real estate. You just need a little bit of money, not as much as cars. But flipping wholesale real estate is very lucrative. There's a bunch of videos out there on how to do wholesale real estate and how you can make a lot of money doing it. So that's another thing you can do. But yeah, just find something that you can get for a low price and sell it for a higher. I was doing the cars. You can do real estate. You can do motorcycles. You can do boats. You can do whatever you know. Because more likely than not, you know something that other people don't know. You know what something's worth. You know what a good deal is. And other people don't know. Maybe it's electronics. Maybe it's something else. Whatever it is, get into it, start flipping, and keep reinvesting the profits. Don't spend the money. The profits you make, don't spend it on things you don't need. Keep reinvesting. Keep reinvesting. So that's the fastest way. It's not the best way. It's not the most long-term best play. But if you need money now, that's the best play in my opinion. All right, now I'm going to give you 3 bonus tips that will help you with everything else. First bonus, try to choose a business that you enjoy. I enjoy cars. So when I was buying Scat Packs and SRTs and all those, crazy fun cars, I was enjoying it. I had a good time driving the cars around, selling them, buying them. I enjoyed it. I like cars. I have a passion for cars. So if you can get into something that you enjoy, because understand that when the business gets hard, you need a little bit of a reason to stay in there. You need a little bit of joy coming out of it because the car business does get difficult at times, but I always enjoyed cars. So it was easy for me to stay in it. If you hate cars, for example, you don't know nothing about cars and you try to get in the car business, then you're not as likely to succeed as someone like me who enjoys it. So try to get into a business that you enjoy, something that you kind of like, something you kind of have a passion for, and try to make money out of it. That's bonus number 1. Bonus number 2, figure out how many people can you impact and how heavy can you impact them. For example, when I was selling cars, I was only impacting one person's life at a time. Buying a car is a big purchase. They're going to have it for a couple years probably. So that's a big impact, but I only impacted one person. But the fact that it was a big impact is the reason why I made a lot of money. So before doing your business, figure out how many people can I impact and how heavy can I impact their lives. If the answer is you can't impact that many people and you really won't change their lives that much, then you're not going to make that much money. But if you can impact many people, a lot of people, and change their lives drastically, then that's where you can make billions of dollars. Bonus number 3, figure out where you can make the money from. With the car business, we had a lot and I can only sell cars at that one location. So I cannot go anywhere else to sell cars or to make money. That is a restriction. Try to figure out a business in a way that you can make money anywhere in the world. Anywhere in the world, like you have a Wi-Fi connection or whatever, or you have the business running by itself and you're still making money. Try to figure it out like that. And if you enjoyed the video, please subscribe, like the video, comment, let me know what you think. Assalamu alaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.